Don't worry. I'm coming.
What's going on, y'all? Awesome champ, you know, big host vibes, the HyperX Arena.
And we are here with the crew, guys. The whole team. I found you. So stay tuned. This is what you missed. Oh my God. Get out of here. We took a left. Oh my God, dude. Scream! Oh my God, that was insane!
Oh my. Hey, listen. Watch what you're doing with that thing, okay?
Oh yes! That's how it goes. Oh my God! Come on. Welcome in, and welcome back. Guys, it's me, Johnny. I know you already know who it is, but you You gotta say hi. You gotta introduce yourself. All the new people out there that you've been telling your friends to show up. Everybody's been showing up. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself last time. So all you guys who showed up in the stream last time, I'm Johnny. Nice to meet you. Pleasure. If you can't tell from last night and the last few nights in the week, we are switching up the vibe tonight. I have disabled all the music in the game, and we are gonna have ourselves a hoedown, as it were. Tonight we're gonna explore a little segment that may stick, it may not. But tonight we are exploring something I'd like to call the Friday Night Spotlight. And the theme of tonight's spotlight is dim the lights. That is the theme of most of the new music you'll be hearing tonight. It's meant to drive. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna go through some awesome gameplay as usual, but the music in the game is off. You guys should have already experienced some of what the game has to offer, so we kind of know what's up. The first 2 islands we're going to be revisiting. We've already explored them. There's not really going to be an insane amount of new things, and if there is, if you guys want me to switch over to the game audio, well, too bad. I'm kidding. It really depends on what happens. It really depends on what happens. If we come across something that needs the music, then we may turn it down, but for now, I think we're not. I love how whenever the track shifts over to something like this, when we just start talking as if we're like hanging out. But then all of a sudden, it kicks back in and we're ready to move. Oh, goodness. Guys, welcome in. Once again, I'm Johnny. I hope that you've had a fantastic week so far, and I hope that your TGIF is TGIF, and mine sure is. It's TGIF and awesome. And on that note, we're going to have an awesome stream. For those of you who've been keeping up with the socials, you already know that we've had clips drop from a few different games, everything from Doom to Fortnite to Mario Kart earlier today, where we had our good friend Hooded make a special cameo. I thought that was so funny. I honestly, I cannot, like, I don't know of any better reaction than the original video that he had where they were talking about whatever they were talking about. Somebody said something that was like an Ayo moment, and he was like, hey, yo. I don't think I've found a better reaction than Hooded's. So guys, if you don't follow Hooded H1 over on YouTube, over on Instagram, over on Twitch, really everywhere, TikTok, X, make sure you follow Hooded. He's cool. Used to his alter ego, his previous his alter ego was Professor Pressure, and he is quite the professor on quite a few games. So if you're looking for somebody who's good, who has a good sense of humor, cool guy, Hooded is definitely a bro. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for letting me use that clip in like multiple moments of my own clips. I really appreciate that. Guys, we've got quite a few new subscribers in the list, and I see you. I see you. I hate Heat 123. I see you. Appreciate the subscription. We've got Tarek Rahal, we've got Emiliano, we've got Branson VR, we've got TGT Sean, we've got Star the Crazy, we got Mark Fuckerberg himself, and I hate Heat 123. You hate Heat the team? Like Miami Heat? Or just the Heat in general? It's like, or anything spelled that way. Either way. We're going to be bringing the heat tonight, so I hope you stick around and I hope you enjoy it. I Hate Heat, thanks again for the subscription over here on YouTube. So that you know, we are running a horizontal version of this stream over on Twitch right now. So if you prefer to watch in horizontal, if you prefer to put it on your TV, know that through that conduit, you're able to submit sound alerts and stuff like that, featuring yours truly, featuring quite a few other like meme type things. So if you want to have fun, tonight's going to be a night to do it, just like every other night. But yeah, so we've covered what new clips. The Discord is changing around, so you might see some like movement of the categories and channels. the right now there's apparently a giveaway that's going on that I don't even know about, that Sully knows about. Like, it's like the most secret giveaway that I've ever experienced. For those of you who know Midnight in YouTube, he'll be popping in, I'm sure, but he's always not only lucky but supportive, and on that note has won quite a few things. He's got himself a couple of shirts that we'll be sending out, and a copy of, I don't know why I just wanted to say like Mirror's Edge. It's not a copy of Mirror's Edge. It's Metal Eden. But if you guys are in the store, you'll also see that Midnight has contributed a really cool design that we tweaked up a little bit and put on one of the shirts in the store. So hope you like that. And by the way, he doesn't know this yet, but I did add that as an emoji in the Discord, the Doom styled logo. Once again, the logo from, the content from the 666 subathon that we did during Doom, that's likely going away this weekend. So it's been a fun run. There will continue to be availability on a couple of things, but a couple of things are sunsetting. So it's unfortunate, but it is a thing. Now, let's see what else. We've got monthly competitions over on Twitch now. So for those of you who are viewing over on Twitch, know that you're accumulating points. And for each of those points that you get, if you stick up to a certain amount, if you're willing to bet them at the end of the month, or we take and accumulate, we're still working on the way it works, but we're gonna count the submitted channel points and stuff like that by the end of the month to see who's gonna win themselves something else. As you guys might have seen from my previous posts and lives, next month we're doing the 31 Frights. Right now I'm conditioning myself to get back into like daily streams, so we're going live daily regardless of whatever happens during the day. We're going live, we're dropping clips daily, so I really hope you guys are enjoying all the clips, all the content. You know, they should be pretty badass. So on that note, we're gonna keep grinding, keep rolling. We're gonna have a good time tonight with Witchfire. And once again, if you guys enjoy the content, if you love what you see, if you're loving what we're doing, it's only gonna keep growing. If you have questions about the direction of the channel, of the brand, of the business, of anything like that, I'm more than happy to have that discussion with you. But long term, we're building something huge, absolutely titanic. So just have fun while we're here, and remember these moments, because you got to know the good times when you're in them. It's always a good time. Anyway, guys, let's play some Witchfire, shall we? Shall we? Cool. We may need to EQ the music a little bit, but now that we got some cool stuff coming. Really new tracks here. This one's not a new one, but those of you who have been listening for a while, you probably like remember some of these, but the new ones are gonna stand out, and most of them are driving electronic beats that are just gonna be solid. So enjoy them. Can we hear all right? Are we good? Let's see, can you hear this? Yeah, you can hear that. Yeah? Yeah, we're good. We're good? We're so good. Alright guys, enjoy. You'll know the dim the light tracks whenever you hear them. And for those of you who are in here, if you want to call it out, we'll have some fun with it. We'll see if you can catch which ones are dim the light tracks. I'll give you a hint. It's not this one. This vibe is too happy. Okay, we have a new rifle. Sniper. This place is like terrible vibes. We're gonna go run the first Run the first island. Let's see if we can pull it off. With no incense. We also have Shockwave, which is a new one. New subscriber. You love Gojo? I love you. I love Gojo. Love you for being here. Thanks for joining. If you didn't hear the monologue, I hope you enjoy the new audio, the new tracks. The theme is turn out the lights, or dim the lights, excuse me. Let me not mess that up. So enjoy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate the sub. You're like, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. We're having too much fun with it. Too much! I can't believe he hit me. Still getting used to the sniper rifle, you know what I mean? You missed! You said it's a YouTube night since you were alone on Twitch. You're never alone on Twitch. What are you thinking about the vibes tonight, Midnight? If anybody can appreciate them, I'm sure you can. Can I tell you the game? It's actually against the rules for me to tell you the game. You gotta sleep? I'll be here, man. Just come back. Just come back. Hope you have a good night. I appreciate you stopping in. The game is... Can't wait to see you again. Shockwave. Critical kills on shocked enemies produce a storm shockwave that knocks back and shocks all nearby enemies. Longer bolts. Increased range of lightning bolts. I think we're gonna go with range. No sleep. Coffee X3 will keep you awake. He's not lying. It will, or it'll fool your brain into thinking you're not tired. Yeah, the old caffeine trick. They're really hitting today, aren't they? Nah, brother. Only 2 feathers? Conductor. Lightning bolts transfer all elemental status effects of the source. It's confusing. It's a little confusing. Of the source? So like me? They are just hitting. Okay, guys. We're gonna switch it up a little bit, and here's why. Okay? These tracks, although fun, are not really the vibe. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to treat your ear holes. If it gets too intense, don't worry. I'm wondering if that meant that, like, the source, as in, like, the first one that was hit with lightning. So, you rejuvenate health when you get a crystal. The other incense extends your health, but you actually rejuvenate too. Oh. 3 shells, 1 should kill 2. Where you at, brother? As we make our way to the end of this track, I'm less enthused with it. Right at the very end, it's like uncomfortable enough. I know you guys know this track. What happens if we just get it? Accidentally swiped up and saw a knight streaming. Oh, wow, that's wild. Make sure you tell him I said what's up, but then come back. Midnight, welcome in. Dude, I will tell you, on the note of the Coffee X3, so I have, as of late, I say late, like this past year, I've been trying to make more effective choices on like the energy drinks if I want them. And we had gotten to where we were getting like deals on things like Celsius, not to plug Celsius, but Celsius is pretty solid from, you know, my experience. I've enjoyed it. I, after a while, swapped over to getting, they were the little packets, the ones that you can make at home. And because I had a soda stream, I would turn them into the carbonated versions, right? Just with the powder. And it came out to be somewhere around $2 a pop or something like that. Like it wasn't bad. Or no, like what was it? Like $1 and something a piece, $1.10 a piece, maybe. But they worked really well. And as of a couple of days ago, I just picked up C4's packets. And let me tell you, that stuff hit me like a truck this morning. Like I'm over there just ready, just rearing, as it were, to go. You just drink coffee in the morning? How do you guys take your coffee? What's the perfect cup of coffee? Apparently you should take all your coffee in the first third of the day because it takes a long time to work out of your system and will impact your sleep. There is no doubt about that, Midnight. There is no doubt about that. I usually take it in the first half and then in the second half. Yeah, I try to keep it, you know, consistent. First half, second half. No, I typically do it in the first half. I try not to do it in the second half, but it really depends on what I'm doing. But yeah, there's that. Oh, I missed that up there. Crazy. Let's see if we can get up. But yeah, it's important to keep in mind not only, you know, your circadian rhythm and stuff like that, what you can do to make sure you get effective sleep, because that's really the most important thing you can do. For a while, whenever I was getting used to a new routine, I would use things like what do you call it? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. Hold up. What's it called? Melatonin. I would use melatonin to get to sleep because I just couldn't, you know, relax. But I digress. I did, and now I just try to stay away from it as much as possible in the units. But yeah, how's everybody's perfect cup of coffee? Tell me yours, I'll tell you mine. Okay, hopefully we don't die here. Look at that. All right. Best way to take coffee is black with some caramel flavor. The more milk you have, the less space you have for the actual coffee. You know, I don't disagree with that. I don't really like to use much dairy products, especially if you're planning on retaining the energy and if you have a busy day ahead, because the milk, depending on what you're doing, can tend to curdle. So, you know, don't do the milk thing before you're getting out and getting busy. What does 3X coffee taste like? Well, it's not about what it tastes like. Let me start there. It's not about what it tastes like. It's about what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'll say this. It's also less about the caffeine and more about, for me nowadays, it's less about caffeine and more about vitamins B12 and B3. Because the coffee tends to raise your cortisol levels, so you're typically a little more stressed than you normally would be. You're going to be a little more anxious than you normally would be. Whereas vitamin B will provide actual energy, and I'm not going to say natural energy because it really depends on where you get your B12 from. If you get your B12 from like fruits, vegetables, whatever it is, then of course that's natural energy and that's really the way to go. But in a concentrated format, vitamin B12, vitamin B3 will give you actual energy. Is, from my understanding, less likely to impact your cortisol levels, whereas coffee is more of like an inhibitor to the part of the body that dictates how tired you are. So it's like it inhibits your body's reception of the stuff that makes you feel tired. Isn't that right? So it's more like a trick. I feel like we've gotten pretty decent at this area, but I still don't want to do the witch dungeon again with these new weapons. Now there are times, like you say, what does 3x coffee taste like? There are times where I'll take coffee and I'll add espresso to it or something like that, or like Colombian coffee in the little small cup with some ice on the side or some water on the side. It's more like enjoying it the same way you would like a whiskey, like a bourbon, with some ice. That's a great way to get to the root of the flavor, the root of like what it really is, in a concentrated format, and you can actually start to like really enjoy the culture behind it when you're doing stuff like that, because there's a lot more to enjoy than just your standard Starbucks coffee. Now, I still haven't gotten to how I usually take my coffee lately, but more on that in a moment. There it is. The perfect coffee. You ever. I really like this gun, but I'm not 100% sure about it. So lately, if I'm talking like, let's say I'm going to the store and I'm gonna have a relaxing day at home. Let's say I'm going to the store and I plan on being at home most of the day, and I'm gonna be a little more sedentary than normal. Maybe I'm gonna, maybe I'm gonna edit some videos at home. Maybe I'm gonna do some work on the socials. Maybe I'm gonna make some new tracks that we can listen to on a Friday night, just to see what you guys think about them and get your opinions and see if we should keep them. Maybe I'm gonna do that. Maybe I just need some energy, and I know I'm not gonna get out and go play a few rounds of disc golf, go swing a club, go, driving a nice sports car at 130 miles an hour down the backs of Lime Creek Road. The usual kind of stuff. If I'm hanging out at home and it's a coffee kind of day, I have recently discovered a type of creamer that both Sally and I enjoy. and it is sweet cream flavored. And it doesn't really have the profile of anything that would make the coffee taste like something other than coffee and cream, which I truly enjoy. And I'll put like a small bit of that in there. And when I do, I just take a nice little sippy sip. Nice little sippy sip. And when I get home from town, I absolutely get down with some coffee. Do we do this dungeon again? What do you think? I don't like the idea of it. I'm going to be honest with you. But beggars can't be choosers. Let's calm it down for a second, okay? Let's calm it down. We have one. Which one is our least likely? Lightning bolts transfer all elemental status effects of the source. Increase recharge from damaging and killing enemies. Health boost. I think we need that. We'll try this, why not? 2 critical hits in a row conjure an extra bullet in the magazine. Alright guys, we're about to go into the dungeon. We're about to be dungeon masters. I don't know how I feel about this one, about this track. I don't know how I feel about it. So far we've had some really good ones. This one, oh my god. Are they above me? There's no way. Alright, let's keep it moving. tough. This is very tough. What happens when your sanity goes down? My health goes down a lot. A whole lot. Like I almost died right there. Very nice. Very nice. Surprised we got that. The sanity is ridiculous, man. I don't have the specs to, or I don't have the stats to really, like, do much against it. Oh yeah, you like it? Well, I will tell you, this kind of stuff, highly influential on my own, and Daniel Deluxe was highly influential on a lot of the newer music that I've had. Everything from like Daniel Deluxe, Magic Sword, Glitch Mob, Dead Mouse, a lot of those guys I take inspiration from. And I mean, naturally, I only have so much time to dedicate to actually creating the music, so a bit tool assisted, but we're working out the kinks. And that said, a lot of the music that you're gonna hear is potentially stuff you might hear in my actual design, my actual game. So, provecho. Am I making a game? It's a lot more than a game, but yes. Long term, yes. I have some elements that are like semi-playable right now. But yes. So far I haven't really seen anything that gives me the experience that I really want to have. Like, I've seen some things get close, but not really hit the nose on what I'm really trying to play. As long as this whole thing keeps rolling the way it is, we continue to see gains and people participating and stuff like that, I think we'll have the means to be able for me to continue showcasing some of the new stuff to you guys and giving to the community in a way that allows it to be, you know, not only to be profitable, but to give back to the community as well, and to experience some of the new things about what's coming out, just to keep an eye on what the pulse of the community is about what makes these games good, because what I think makes a game good and what you think makes a game good might not be the same. What has gotten close? I'll tell you, the most fun experiences that I've had in games have been combinations of semi-Souls-like melee combat in a lot of types, fast-paced action if people want to play that fast-paced action in games like the shonen games, fighters like Tekken I really enjoy, shooters like, I think Doom has its own place in terms of like the elements that it brings to the table when it comes to like adrenaline-paced Twitch shooters. I really like Ghost Runner a lot. And Dead Drop. Dead Drop was not flawless, but the direction they were going with what they were doing had so much potential. And I would play it again. Like if they opened up the servers and said, you know what, guys, we're gonna have some more Dead Drop stuff going on. Not because we're paid to do it, but because we love the IP. Dead Drop was sick. I think the direction they were going had a lot of room for some crazy possibilities with the direction of gaming these days. Yeah. Dead Drop? Let's see. Maybe I can show you better than I can tell you. Maybe I can show you better than I can tell you. It's good stuff. Yeah, this one's very slow driving. If you like Daniel Deluxe, you might also like Rez, R-E-Z-Z. Man, I got a lot of videos. Okay, so these are going to be more shorts than anything, but I hope you enjoy them. Ready? This is gonna bring back memories. We may have to troubleshoot the audio a bit. So as you can see, it is a futuristic, sort of. This game takes place in the timeline 2022B, which is an alternate timeline. It's an alternate timeline of ours, in which there has been basically like a fuel war. So although it is an alternate timeline, you have these people called variants, which takes inspiration from things like Dread and Blade Runner, who are going, and this is within, that's ICU. If you guys don't follow ICU on socials, it's EYESEEU, like the letter U. Nathan, I just saw that you were on Twitch night. For some reason the chat wasn't up. If you don't follow ICU, EYESEEU, he's very good at Call of Duty. So I have a no scope sniper. Like, I haven't found a scope in this run, so I'm fighting for my life. You can see my health down here, pretty low. The procs chat in this game was nuts. So I have 18 health. If I get shot again, I'm pretty much dead. So I'm running for my life. And eventually I'm like, look, I'm not getting away. There he is. So yeah, bro. ICU is definitely an OG of Call of Duty. No doubt about it. And we had a lot of fun playing that game. I want to show you another one. So the idea is it's an extraction shooter, a lot like Tarkov. So what you're doing is you are a variant who at the beginning of the match drives this car down these city streets that go through this like crazy city. They had the driving part in there. You would all drive there, and whoever the first one to get there is like would take an exit to like the control room or the storage area or whatever. And there were different parts of the map, but it was a vertical extraction shooter. So the area that we were in, or that we played in, were different sections of a tower. And the map that most people played, that we got the most time in, was one called Cold Storage. It was sector 2 of a it was sector 2 of the giant building, the giant mega building that we all went to. And I just realized over on YouTube we're in the vertical streams. In sector 2 there was a freeze. Instead of having like a storm that would close, there was a freeze that would come up from the bottom of the map and force you to go to the top. There was an extraction point like near the middle where you could get on a zip line and you could zip out. There was a helicopter that would fly in at a certain point in time, and only one person could take the helicopter out and it would fly away. And if you were left in there without any means of getting out through the emergency doors or whatever it was, the last place that you would be at the top of the sector 2 with this giant lift where you could, if you wanted to, try to talk to people and be like, hey, look, I don't have anything good. I'm just trying to survive. This is my scav run, whatever it is. You could negotiate with them, and if they were feeling friendly, you just might extract with a group of other players at the top of sector 2 and get out with all your stuff. But if you died, whatever you picked up in the game and whatever you brought in with you was left in a bag, and these AI roaming units would roam the map and pick up bags and bring them back to the tower where they would resell you your gear. So the loop was tons of fun. They had 4 shotguns, 4 pistols, 4 assault rifles, a sniper rifle. They had med kits. They had grenades. They had smoke grenades. They had a piece of equipment that you would use to ride the zip lines up instead of just sliding down them. You could jump very far distances and put your guns away like in Apex and run really fast and ledge grab and like shimmy across the ledge. It was, I mean, everything you want out of a high mobility extraction shooter with heavy consequences. It was very good. Very, very good. Let's see what's next in the list. So we had that one from ICU. This one is the most valuable weapon in Dead Drop, featuring Randy Savage. Y'all ready? Let's do it. We'll go full screen. Why not? So you're not really seeing much other than like up here. If you're on YouTube, you're seeing like the area that I'm in, right? You may see some of my inventory here at the bottom. We just picked up a sniper scope, you know, outfitted it mid-game. Some med kits, adrenaline spray. We're carrying an SMG and a sniper. People are fighting. There's 11 of us. If you're on Twitch, you can see the head count. Pancake, an absolute savage. Like, there are so many times where he's gotten me and I felt so good about this kill. My heart is pumping because the game's very decisive. Like, if you're not on, you're off. Very good stuff. And actually, I think he comes back and he gets me. In this clip, he gets me again. This clip is really to showcase what a match is like without having to show the full game. If you see on Twitch, there's a countdown timer at the top right of the map. It's got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left before the first extraction doors open. I can hear people talking. That sucked so bad. That first miss pissed me off. So you'll see when they die, they leave their bags there. You can run around with them. You can fall down and take a ton of damage. You can do that. By the way, William Morrison Compositions, thanks for donating the Dead Drop, the mixtapes to us. A lot of us used that during the Dead Drop, you know, the Dead Drop run. Accidental shot. There's Pancake. There he is. Did I hit you with that shot? I hit him. Did I hit you with that shot? Oh, I hit him. So the auto pistol is one of the most underrated weapons in the game. At first. Then once we all realized just how strong it was, a lot of people carried it with them. It was just so quick and a little automatic weapon. If you had the right barrel attachments, the right scope, the right just laser, you could really pull off some sweet stuff. But you'd be attaching lasers and scopes and grips and stocks and all that stuff to every weapon type. Some stuff that was in the game you could only use for certain weapon types. Very nice. And of course, this is just a block out. This level is a block out of the second map, which was called the Atrium. It was not cold storage. We never saw this one get its full treatment the way that we saw cold storage get it. And basically, these maps would function in rotation with each other. Like, you would, you'd play one for a short while and play another. I can hear him. Like a dummy, I'm over here like putting my guns up. Macho Man. So at this point, we have 4 minutes left before the final doors close. And if you're the last couple in there and you don't extract, you have to kill the last person to get the dead drop. Right now, I'm speeding up time. You can see from the barrel across the hall. And we're waiting. We have only 2 minutes left. We're now 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And here he comes. Hey, buddy. Oh, goodness. Okay, so when you get the last kill on someone, it triggers something called the dead drop, where you choose a weapon or a piece of gear that has fallen from the bag of someone. In this instance, you'll hear me freaking out. Did I really just take everything in this guy's bag plus? Yeah. That's so insane. So I was able to open his bag before the dead drop thing queued. The fact that I did not die right there is insane to me. Okay. Oh, this one was so funny. This one was so funny. It's open. The game lagged, so I rubber banded back to where I was whenever I took that turn, and I just walked right off the pipes at the top. That was so funny. That was cold storage, by the way. Very upset about that one. They're drawing me out. Bro. I like that rhythm you had there. Ta, 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 ta. This is Volky's dead drop. This one goes out to Volky. Scale of 1 to Gucci. Pretty Gucci, man. On a scale of 1 to Gucci, what are the odds of me getting out of this thing alive? I got some pretty sweet loot this time. This one's for you, Volk. Wham, I'm dead. Funny, funny, funny. So loud. I'm gonna stop. Gotta get up out of here, man. You know? That's us. So Volky hops in and I'm like, okay, I gotta win this one. We're at the super lift at the top, and I'm like looking around for the last guy. 2 minutes left. I happen to see somebody. Wham. That was it, guys. Volky, you got me through. Very nice there. I appreciate you. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh yeah, no, this is it Zeph? Zeph and his friend would hop in this game and they would annihilate people. Oh, some good shooting, Zeph. What a side busting ass. What a side busting ass. Let's see. This is the racing portion. And I definitely caused havoc. This guy, wow, you scared the fucking shit out of me. So claws are like
just chill up here this whole time?
the new people in the game. variants are people who are like founders of the game. So I killed that guy in his spot, right? He runs back after he revives to get his bag. Bro, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I don't know, man.
Man, I clearly said don't be here when I come back.
Yeah, I'll listen next time.
I didn't say that. But anyway, GG's. Oh man, we had so much fun. You gotta be double kidding me, bro. You gotta be double kidding me. This is that full clip. Than having a full lobby right in the beginning. Let's see. Like, come on. We got claws too. Welcome in. I did not expect there to be people. Welcome in, Merc. How are you? This is like this round doesn't really count. Such a good game, you know. This one doesn't really count, Merc. How are you? Happy Monday. We're gonna get good clips. This is a clip factory. The game is a clip factory. Like, I have almost as many clips on this game as I do on Fortnite. With half the playtime at least. Or like around that. These guys are so this is that snipe. Oh yeah, no, the Ghost Runner stuff, like that would incorporate really well into this game, and we had like concept artists making their characters a lot like the Ghost Runner type characters. Like, we at the core, a lot of us wanted to be cyber ninjas. Like, we wanted the swords. We got baseball bats. We got something else. There was a baseball bat and something else. We got a knife. We didn't get swords or anything like that at the point where they finally said, you know, we're chilling. Wow. But fucking shit out of me. But we did get baseball bats. Like, swords were on the way. There's no doubt about it. That's so funny. Over here, like, talking to myself. Was, like, up here anyway? GG's, bro. He's like gone. So we got him in his bag. We're looting his bag. Wow. Modifying weapons. You can't stick around. You can't stick around. You cannot stick around. So at the point in the game we were at, there were basically two classes of characters. And this does not showcase that because this was much earlier in the game, but by the time we were near the end, there were two types of characters. There were very glad. There were rats and claws. Mice and cats. The claw is the gameplay that you're seeing here. Claws are essentially they are humanoid characters with, I guess, organic body types that are capable of putting on armor and vests and things like that in order to have more survivability. So you'd be able to put on a level 1, 2, or 3 vest. You'd be able to negate a bit of damage on the front end. You could put on helmets, level 1, 2, 3 helmets that would negate damage to the head. Put in plates, just like in Call of Duty. 9 health. Did not expect that. So the idea is you're an organic player character with lots of survivability. However, a weapon mod. The rats, the robotic acquisition team, were lightweight humanoid robots. You gotta be double kidding me. The rats were lightweight humanoid robots that could easily like outpace the claws. Like, they were faster. Rats could actually move faster than You see the door lets everybody know that you're there if you're trying to leave. The rats could easily outrun and outmaneuver claws.
Go ahead.
I'm over here waiting on somebody to come up to that door.
Nobody?
Nobody? They could hear me, so I didn't talk very loud. Shame. Bro, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I don't know, man. Come
Man,
upstairs.
I clearly said don't be here when I come back.
Yeah, I'll listen next time.
I didn't say that, but anyway. Yeah, basically I was opening that door as a means to lure people over to that door so that I could kill them when they got there. A lot of people would hold out exits like that. But anyway, the rats were the robotic acquisition teams. They were lightweight humanoid robots that moved a lot faster but didn't have as much health, and they could actually wall run. So you could clamber up the wall to get to a spot where you would grab onto it. Y'all don't forget. This first dead drop was a banger. Okay. Don't forget. So we're going back through the replays. I want to hear it. You remember the other one? The one? That was this one. The banger. Especially if like I get popped out of nowhere. Yeah, we do get popped out of nowhere sometimes. The thing is, like, with the climbing the tower part you mentioned, like, a lot of the cyberpunk themes revolve around those large buildings like that. You know, so everybody loves it. We all love it. We all love the idea of that kind of possibility. There's something about those like monolithic super towers and stuff like that, and the industrial styling of futurism, especially when it's gritty like this, that just calls to people who maybe grew up in the 80s, the 90s, maybe even the 70s, and then blending that with like neo-futurism for those of us who are more like millennial, Gen X, what is it, Gen Y, Gen Z, whatever it is. Yeah, really sweet stuff. I'm just waiting on somebody to go through that door. I don't see anyone. Do you? So what happened right here, I had the door open and I was looking out the glass door to see if somebody else was running to the door. And apparently they died. You know what I mean? I guess they just fell or something like that. Oops. GG's. Some good clips. Yeah. Some good clips. I wonder what's next. Weapon mod? Double kidding me. Double kidding me. Double. They dropped dead, and you got the dead drop. There is no doubt about it. That is, or was, my variant, by the way. Okay, this one was pretty cool, but it's just a regular clip. This one was the 180 degree clip, the 180 degree switch. Well, what do we have here? This is when they introduced team play. So you could spawn in with a fire team. Whoops. Dropped it. You can see the old school red logo on the hat. If you're on Twitch. Anyway. Wow. The weapons felt very powerful. Like, the sniper in particular was one of the best designed snipers. Like, the direction they were going. One of the best, most well-designed snipers I've ever seen. Super clean. Like, you know, practically a railgun. But it hit, buddy. It hit hard. Some intense plays. Lolo, shout out to Lolo. If you guys don't follow Lolo Hales over on YouTube, do that. A very integral part of the Midnight Society community, the Dead Drop community. Her and Joker. If you don't follow Joker, JOK5 RRR. Great community members there. I'm playing with Caramel Hydra in this round, I believe. If you guys don't follow Caramel Hydra, you should. He's a trusted source of knowledge on Fortnite. Was on Dead Drop. He was not only a variant, but in the Night Command, he was up there. So I'm making a multiplayer game. There is no doubt about it. It will have multiplayer elements. Yeah. As well as being able to make your own stuff. Like your own levels, your own designs, your own submissions. I think there's a lot of stuff in Web3 that's being done well, but it's like little things from different groups that are being done well. Not necessarily the whole package. This one was well on its way. I think it was just too expensive to maintain, maybe. Too expensive to continue growing at a pace fast enough without jumping into the crypto pool, which I think they might have been a little nervous about. Because if you decide that you're going to do this, which, I mean, there's no other path for me. But if you decide you're going to do this and you're going to take it down the crypto lane, you really have to stay in tune with your audience and keep your fingers on the pulse of what they love, and you have to be ready to stake your name on every decision that you make. And if not, if it doesn't quite go right, you have to be able to pivot when necessary, to ensure that you let your audience know that you hear them, you understand them, and for the most part, you're making moves that support them. And naturally, everybody's going to have gripes no matter what you do. But it's your role to make sure that the game is thoroughly enjoyable, fun, and consistently growing with new partnerships, new ideas, new capability, and the ability for people who want to play it the way they want to play it to do so. Whether they want to Minecraft all day and build stuff, whether they want to, adventure, whether they want to do high skill PvP, whether they want to do extraction shooting, whether they want to do arena shooting, whether they want to play objective-based games, whether they want to design like outfits, play dress to impress, whatever it is, you got to look out for your team. At the end of the day, the people that this project harkened to were people who really enjoyed games like Cyberpunk and the idea of having a lot of customizability and personal flair. For those of us who got in, whenever we got in, our variants were, custom characters. Like, we had our own visors with our own logo that was ours. And when we died, those little cards that you saw me transfer over, these little cards in the bag, those are like ID tags that I'm transferring over. ID tags from fallen enemies or fallen friends or whatever that show that you got them. So it's a lot of different elements at play here that really made the overall experience a lot of fun and very intense. My teammates here. Decoded. There's so much loot in that bag. Decoded. Another power player in the game. He's still making content. Don't sleep on Decoded. Bro, Decoded got me back. I had so much stuff, man. I like over here turning my Friday night into reminiscing about Dead Drop. Ethan? That's okay. Decoded's up in the left hallways.
Back
Let me know when you want me to switch back to Witchfire. I promise you I will.
I don't like this route, but I'll take it.
This game was just so much fun. Like even in its state, even in this state, it was a ton of fun. And high stakes, man. Like every decision is a gamble. It brought a level of verticality to games like Warzone and other. Any plans for campaign? Yes. The campaign, I think, serves as a great driving element for not only emergent storytelling, but also delivering a sandbox where people can experiment with new concepts of play that are tied to the core experience, that aren't introduced in a drastic way that makes it to where people who are already experienced at that will thrive. It gives people a sandbox to hang out and like play something. I'm a big fan of things like Destiny. Scorpio.
No ammo.
I'm a big fan of processes like Destiny's Strikes, Destiny's Nightfalls, Destiny's Raids. I think that gameplay like that is integral in any IP that's designed to not only tell a story, but provide multiple styles of PvPvE play. I think it's a great way to continue the story of your narrative in a sandbox that's fun for viewers who aren't looking for a hardcore experience. So yeah, campaign, no doubt. Or campaign-like elements that continually evolve. No more space. Kubi, fantastic creator, visual artist, and 3D artist with Midnight Society. Did a great job designing quite a few of the 3D assets that you would see in like some of the images. Great character work, great character designer. Kubi's legit. We had our first interaction in California whenever Midnight Society was doing their event at the Phase House, and there's a lot to that story of Phase and of the experience that we all had there. Shout out to Bryce for kicking us out. There was a lot going on at that meet and greet, and we all had a great time. The after party was insane, or the after parties were insane, in a way that was healthy. Like, it was a lot of fun. Everybody took care of each other, and we just all had a really good time. Shout out to Bryce. That's so funny.
You are out of your mind if you think that I am staying in there one more second with all those tags. No way, Jose. Not today. Not
Jose? 10 tag hustle. Same clip. Bring out your dead. This one was fun. He thought I was in the elevator.
Killer Joy.
You just stayed there.
Don't you ever turn on me like.
You guys got in another game?
Yes.
It didn't put me in.
But no.
Oh, I think I died. Self-termination. Caramel. That's so funny.
It happens like that. Looks like it's a hunt for Caramel.
So again, Caramel Hydra. Shout out to Caramel.
Watch him get the kill on us.
This is cold storage.
No mercy. No fatal errors either.
I wonder what exit he's taking.
I am partied up with a couple of people, and
Oh, I hear him by me.
and Caramel is running around trying to get what he can and get out before we
I
find
found
him.
him.
So he runs over to the helicopter.
I saw you jumping on these
Right now,
crates.
it's showing about 3
Hey.
minutes until the first
We
extractions.
just want to talk. We just want to talk, man.
We didn't just want to talk.
You still chasing him?
I don't know where he went. Uh-oh.
Little glitch I found where you can walk, run on the wall.
Above you? Slippery, slippery guy. You're never gonna catch me. Okay, so we got 2 minutes till extractions open up. I say we post up at the extractions. I have a sniper, and I'm at.
I think
I'm
that
close
might
to
have
the
been
chopper
him.
right now. I see him.
There he is, sliding down.
You got a old axe. I don't think he heard you.
I can hear you.
He's chilling.
Neptune's with us. Prank is another teammate.
Right there.
He's like trying to catch the helicopter.
I can't walk.
Did I ever play the DLC for the original Ghost Runner? No, I haven't. But Ghost Runner is also free
fell?
right now on Epic.
He fell.
Off the map?
No, I think he caught the zip line over there.
There he is.
Look at that.
75.
75.
He's coming up.
He's got some heavy gear on. To tank those shots like that, he's got some crazy heavy gear. I'm hoping he doesn't know that I'm up here.
All right, I'm chilling.
Same.
He's going for it. He's going for it. He's going for it. Hit him for 75. You dirty Scooby this guy. So he was really smart about the way he did it. He ran to the back side of the helicopter before triggering it. I hit him for 75, and then he was able to chill. That was a very smart move going around to the back side of the helicopter.
Smart.
Dude, how much health did you have?
13.
Were you freaking out or what?
I was scared.
So ridiculous. What up, Jen? Over on Facebook. This is back whenever I was streaming everywhere at the same time. Wham! And I'm dead. Immediately. I guess if we're gonna be here while I work, let's how was work? Talking to a sister of mine. You're like, nah, I'm done talking. Some good drops this time, Jen. Some real good drops. Already. Threes, Jen. You know? Threes, Jen. Ridiculous. Who's this guy? We're not gonna pick up a DMR, Jen. Probably not gonna pick up a DMR. We don't need that, Jen. So the freeze begins when you hear that noise. The freeze is starting to climb up the map. I just used an adrenaline, so that's why you see that blue stuff on the edges of the map, the edges of the screen. That's a heavy helmet, heavy armor. That was close. I don't think I had any armor on. Oh, I did. I guess I did. I'm out of there. It was a good kill, but you know. Sometimes you gotta skedaddle. You see the quality of the video changed. Jin. Those are like little stations where you can restore health, so you can hear them. You're welcome. Anytime. One HP dream. Bro. That's wild. There's only 2 of us. You can see the freeze. You could see the freeze creeping up. We hear him above me. He was right here a second ago. I'm over here like contemplating my whole life right now about like how I should stack my bag. Because I had to drop something. I did not want to. What does that mean? If I go up, I can get some nice stuff. If I go up. I want to hold the guy out right here close to the top. At the same time, I want to go up and get good gear. And so I take it. I go up. And I almost fall to my death. Almost died. No big deal. And it happens again. It's twice. 3 times. Whatever you say. I'm so pissed right here. That took an extra like 30 seconds, at least, and almost killed me. Now for the extraction elements, this game did really well. It was getting there. Ten health. And you could see those AI ready.
Oh man, I was in the middle of drawing.
Looks like we're dead dropping.
Like a scribble
See how
going
in
on.
there.
There's a lot of players in the game. 25 people. In this match, I got 10 kills and did not extract. The cat. You're running fast. I made a clip of that moment where it looks like he's Sonic the Hedgehog. It has the Sonic music playing, and whenever he goes past me, it's like he hits the wall and loses all his rings. Dingle! The dingle difference. Dingle. Sheesh. You gotta get out of there, man. Helmet fire. Everybody, if you don't follow Helmet Fire,
You almost had me.
make sure you follow Helmet Fire. He's doing his thing.
Put up helmet.
Oh, I remember this engagement. Yeah, this one was nuts. It was like 5 people back to back. Yeah, there's 3 out there. A whole nother team. like, nah, let's reposition. Let's reposition real quick. Moon, a lot of service for the community, for the dead drop community. Shout out to Moon. So I'm trying to draw some people out here. Just waiting on them. Bacon, one of the devs of the game. Darren Bacon. Shout out to Darren Bacon. If you don't follow Darren Bacon, you should. Got some really cool stuff. Bacon, he didn't know where I was at. Yeah, Kubi
Nice,
did.
Kubi, I've been waiting on you.
So you get like 2 respawns. If you die,
That's so funny.
if you die mid-game twice, you're not able to come back. You basically, when you die the first time, you come back as what's called a sin, or a synthetic version of yourself. It's almost like a surrogate, like if you've seen that movie with Bruce Willis. It's like, bro, open your window. Come on, man. You know you want to. That should have hit. So we both hit for 73. We're both probably meddying up. I have enough for like 1 more pop.
Kubi!
Very nice. We got 10 seconds though, so I do the fall, the jump.
No! That sucks. That was insane.
Did you still lose the game? The game?
Yeah, because I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the guy at the very bottom of the map.
Yeah.
Zeph says, I've been dominated by the time limit. Yeah, I have been dominated by the time limit. That was his thing. He would say, get dominated. Oh, here's the Sonic the Hedgehog clip. The cat. You're running fast. He was running fast. I'm on the wall of leaves or whatever, the vines. This was so funny.
You.
This guy starts like running, like climbing up.
Look at this dude.
I'm on top of here, you need me.
Somebody's climbing here. He fell. KSI. Sheesh. He was right there. Climbing the lattice work. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, this one was fun. I held out in this room for a good while. Auto pistol's nuts. Look, look, look.
You gotta be f***ing kidding me.
Bro,
His nose
that
is
was
gone.
a headshot while you were chilling. You can tell these are old videos. Quite a bit different than what we've got going on now. I think if I made these clips again, I would no longer have that middle section that you see right up there. Instead, or right down there, instead I would likely pick the color range of the video and make sure it was the only thing that was shown, so it would look like the letters and stuff were floating in the air. I think that would look a lot better. Less distracting. Donnie Dingles. Snipe off. Yeah, we used to play quite a bit. Back to back to back. I think this was a good clip. Oh yeah, this was that room.
Sniper Man. Oh yeah, this one was funny. Whoops. Love that one. I love this one too. This one's so funny. Bull. Bull.
Okay, we all go together or we go one at a time.
This is funny.
Parkour! Parkour!
Parkour!
Parkour!
Yeah! Okay, yeah! Parkour!
Parkour!
Ridiculous. There's a lot of parkour going on. Oh, this one was cool. Nice little exchange. Kubi and I are like fighting it out in cold storage.
Oh, man. That was nice, Kubi. Was that you that threw the grenade? That was pretty good. Pretty good.
Remind me, I need to go snag that clip of me looking at the screen and analyze it frame by frame to get rid of the Fortnite clip in the background and use that as a GIF from now on, where I just like, or something like it. I may make a new version of it, but either way, it needs to be done. You gonna extract? I don't think so.
No, sir.
Not today. Not today. Oh, this was founders testing. This is whenever they started introducing new movement mechanics and stuff like that in the multiplayer arenas. So this is whenever we had access to plates, new weapon designs. The rats were a thing. It was rats versus claws. We had a lot of fun with this. It started to move a lot more like Advanced Warfare, where you had like, or Call of Duty, where you had the ability to like mantle over things. Instead of just jumping over them, you could like clamber over them. Like that. It's very nice. You'd spawn with random weapons. I think the multiplayer, in the same way that they had a fully designed cold storage map that we all kind of had access to after a while, I think it would have been nice to see something like that here, and we might have been like even more enthused by what was going on. The Blackout was great though. The map itself was
that small map,
a decent map.
And 3 others. As a claw, I never got the LMG.
I think the design was okay. I think it was pretty good. Golly. I think for having like 7, 8, 10-man teams, I don't know. The map was good. The map was good. So this was a match, right? Oh yeah, I'm chilling in chat. Zora Valley comes up behind me and kills me
I'm over here making a post, Zora Valley.
while I'm posting stuff. So like I wait, and later on, I sprint over to another elevator that he's coming into the map through, and I hear it. I hear it coming.
And that's for killing me earlier when I didn't even move. I was just standing there. Pray. And he just took the kill. That's okay. Revenge is a motherfucker. Ain't it?
They truly am. This was that, this is just another really good, like, run. Live stream, yeah. Back before we had a video. This was the full design of the more advanced version of the game. Like it wasn't complete by any means, but it was a much more advanced version of the game. That this was Atrium. So there was that blockout map that you saw a lot of previously. Security cameras that mark you on the map. Let me see, the UI is a little different. Somebody's near me, opening a bag. Above me. It's intense stuff. That was part of what made it really so good, was the intensity of the games. The whole environment, the design, the audio, it was all... It was all very intense. What up, Mike? Huh. A bot. And the bots were menaces. Like they were horrible. Like they would really get you.
Oh, that person down there is lit up.
Yep.
Lolo?
Saw that.
Joker? They're above me.
Actually, I was pretty. This is like the most I've ever seen.
Same.
Hear people?
Nah. We're just having a good time now.
So, do you see in the top left where it's got the red arrows, then it's got the 2 entries, then 2 are blank, yellow is the dead drop, right?
Right. And the 2 that are blank are found whenever you loot boxes and stuff.
Okay, alright.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen a dead drop yet?
I haven't.
Yeah, I was in one game whenever the guys were like dropping smoke in the apartments, and it appeared in like the upper level of the apartments. So during this swap, they transitioned over to having the dead drop actually appear in places. Like there would be POIs in the map that you could go to.
The sushi place has good.
And you know, basically, if the conditions were met, the dead drop would be in the map. And it looks like looking at it now. I know you can't really see this on YouTube, but on Twitch, if you're viewing there, the top left portion of the map really is more.
There's a skate park.
This is really more about awareness on how many exits have been opened up, how many contracts are up, things like that.
Oh, I didn't realize you were all the way over here. GG.
Yeah, very tough. Bots?
Wow, these bots are insane, dude.
They're terrible. I had a little trouble when this update came out trying to keep up with the way that the backpack and stuff functioned. There was a kind of a function of the game where when you would drop the bag, it would drop behind you. It was kind of stuck in the wall. I feel like I sit a lot higher now than I used to in the cave. Boss shooting at me while I'm trying to fight that other guy. I think that's prank too. Yeah, I think he comes up and he tries to get me, and I like swap over to a double barrel shotgun just in case he tries to come up around here. He does.
Frank!
With a bat.
What up, man? That was some really good stuff.
Yeah, this version, the game was still really good, but
Put my bag back.
I don't know, something changed here. Something. Like, something changed. I mean, obviously a lot of details changed, but something about, I guess, the core direction of the IP's like gameplay element really changed. It shifted. This timing, I feel like, was very bittersweet. I think it'd be more interesting to make sure that you cannot see the value of a weapon until you take it back to get evaluated by the team at your hub or whatever. Like, I don't think that I would let people see the value of items that they pick up in the world. You'd have to like know. unless they had some kind of like unique perk or ability or something like that that let them do that. Like somebody in your fire team was like a designated guy who had the ability to carry more weight, and maybe to tell you the value of items or something like that. So this guy had the dead drop. He was like a vendor, I guess, that you could get it from, and you'd pick a bag or 3 or 5. I didn't really understand what was going on right there. Very nice. Dead drop. All the treasures are flickering. Yeah. Good luck, man. See you at the top. Yeah, this one was a fun little arrangement. I ran into somebody early in the map with my glowing gun. I know that wasn't who I was shooting at a second ago. I almost killed them. Yeah, this version of the game, like, it was not optimized. Most versions of the game weren't really optimized. Remember, this is like a pre-alpha, so not the public had limited access to a lot of this stuff, and when they were given access through the means of like buying tower keys and stuff like that, like there was an understanding that you're getting into a pre-alpha. This game had a very long way to go, but even in its infancy, like, very functional. Very functional.
I don't have a weapon, bro.
Alright, I'll let you go. You want one? Give me a second. So he tries to knife me.
Oops, sorry, I didn't. My bad. There's a lifelink right over here, though.
I'll give you 2. I think that's prank.
You just hit your armor, didn't I?
What happened to it? Combination of things happened to it.
What's that?
Right now, the IP is up for grabs. I say it's up for grabs in the sense that, like, the company Midnight Society actually, I believe, has the IP for sale. Do what? You need health?
I was just...
Oh, you want to see my helmet? I got you.
Yep.
Oh, nice claw. So that was his unique ID. He had a claw. Yeah, it's pretty super. It was nearly flawless claw. You need anything else? Like a very good helmet. Plates. Very good visor, sorry. So, yeah, a combination of things happened, and I can't even, like, I can't pretend to know all of the things that were going on behind closed doors in terms of the discussion that these teams were having, the efforts they were making and stuff like that. So, like, I can't speak on behalf of, you know, what they did or didn't do, but from an outside perspective, it seemed like there was a lack of preparation for funding in order to continue paying the team, which went through a very significant expansion process very quickly. The group was growing fast, really in terms of staff, and they were very ambitious. They had a very good team, but it seemed like the profits were the growth was outpacing the profits. The growth was outpacing the requirements to keep the staff paid enough to support their families and continue driving the development of the game in a way that was meaningful enough to keep those invested continuing to invest. Whether it was people investing their time, playing the game, sending in feedback, being part of the community, having the game nights, developing textures, developing the maps, the blockouts, the IP itself, the soundtracks, the mechanics, the UI, the UX, all kinds of things that that cost. This is crazy. Jolo. Joker and Lolo. Team Jolo. What a good like series of shots right there. Ah, that was so close. How much
Good
health
fight,
did you
dude.
have?
41.
Oh man, dude, hey, that sniper thing that's in there, man. Dude, 2 shots and it's over. Yeah, it was a really good sniper. It's like a DMR. Golly, multiple. Yeah, I think with a game like this, it has the potential to go very far. But the level of expansion of the team, it just kind of blew up really fast. And when you have that, the overhead cost is definitely there. It goes from a passion project to a profit project. And if you're not ready for that pivot, you know, it gets crazy. And I think, like, I'm going to go ahead and say... Out of your mind if you think I'm engaging 2 of them. There was a lot of controversy surrounding one of its main social advocates. A lot of controversy surrounding the personal life of a creator who
We did pop 'em right there, though, didn't we?
did a ton for the brand. Like, there's no doubt about it. In terms of efforts, this creator was heavily involved in the testing of the game, the play of the game, and the fun, the ambition, and what really honestly gets us all to want to do this kind of stuff, be a part of the game building process. Like, they were an expert in their field, and even had a character role in the game. But at the end of the day, the person who was doing that was a combination of a lot of things that adapted to the business model as the business model changed and as the circumstances of this individual's life changed. In saying all that, there was a lot of revenue being driven through that conduit, through that person, into the development of the game and the efforts made to keep the snapshots and the elements rolling. Definitely a shame, to say the least, that there were parties involved that had their own personal agendas to ensure that those efforts did not continue in the same magnitude that they had continued for a very long time. Because I will say, had all that stuff not happened, the pipeline and the efforts of the team might have been quite a bit more fruitful and maybe on target. But the thing is, it's an ode and a lesson to any developers out there that, on the one hand, it's great to have an advocate like that. It's great to have someone who supports your project. It's great to have someone who is a very powerful community asset that can push and drive the development of your IP and bring a voice to it. That's great. That's great. But
Do you know why you can't get up to the top?
when so much weight of what you're doing rides on an individual, if you're not either when it rides on an individual, so much weight of the driving factors of the game development, when so much rides on an individual, you play a very risky game, because if what you're really trying to do is develop an IP, and something happens to that individual's contributions, you change the very nature of your development process and your ability to maintain not only your own pipeline, but your pipeline of funds and productivity, but the nature of your relationship to the community itself. So although I believe personal life, personal endeavors should have very limited bearing on your capability to drive a product, especially a virtual world, into existence, I take it as a lesson and ode that if you're really trying to develop a passion project for the love of the game, do everything you can to set up a system of checks and balances that ensures that not too much weight is instilled on one single person who misses nearly every shot with the shotgun in a hallway. No, but really though, you know, a combination of a lot of things. Like, you know, I say all that stuff, right? And
Where's that bag?
had the strategies been set in place to change
Are they back on the roof or what, Kill?
sheesh.
Because they're looking at me from up
Had the efforts been put in place to transform what that business model looked like, in other words, to take funding and develop creative ways for those who really enjoyed the game and enjoyed where it was going, had those efforts been made beforehand, I think you would have seen a very different turnout in terms of like the game itself, which obviously, like, they know that. We all know that. It is what it is. But I think that you know, it stands as a testament that even if you are the most powerful player in your league, you still got to play smart. You can never let your guard down for a second when it comes to ensuring that you're serving the community that you're developing the project for, ensuring that you without a doubt stand firm behind the product that you're trying to build, regardless of what happens IRL. And you have to have multiple conduits of both income and outreach that ensure that you're doing your best to remain present and community facing and consistently on with your content creation, social media, things like that. Like, I'll put it to you this way. I've experienced more growth in like the past couple of weeks on YouTube in particular, mainly because I've just been here every day. I've been playing the game, hanging out, all that stuff, right? So that stands to show that consistency is key. And no matter what you're doing, if you really love it, if you really are driven to do it, much like I'm driven to be here with you guys to at least experience things and talk about how they affect the nature of how we play video games and how we interact with technology, I'm passionate about it. So that's why I'm here. I'm here every day. And once again, we're going to continue to drive, continue to develop content, develop interactive media, and make sure that we're doing something that's just absolutely awesome. Over the long term, I can't help it. It's going to happen either way. And if I don't do it, somebody else will. So although it's a slow process, and I appreciate all of you who've been watching, who've been commenting, who've been sharing, who've been interacting, all that stuff, because it gets me that much closer to where I would love to be. I love being here. Like, I love it. You know, I appreciate every moment that I have on this in this program to share my thoughts, to connect with you guys in a way that I would not be able to in any other circumstances. Yeah, I truly appreciate it, and we're going to continue to drive and get to where we need to be. So let's check out a little bit more of this game real quick before I retire for the evening, and we'll see what's up. Yeah. I hope that rant was cool. I'm kidding. I know it was cool. The hang fire and the lightning bolt. Am I hearing something? Okay, let's take a look at these weapons. Enemies killed. Enemies killed. So the Psycho Pomp is going to change to the Hangfire. Okay, ready to unveil. Visit the Mysteria Forge.
New subscriber.
Enhance the knife. The Kirfane. After landing multiple shots, a bolt of lightning arcs between nearby enemies. Shots to trigger lightning. 30. 25 shots. Chance per shot to trigger lightning. 2%. Kills with this item equipped. We're gonna go have fun with the revolver. I haven't used this weapon yet, and I'm very excited to try it out. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one more run of the island. The Hailstorm is a new weapon we can start to work on. A new light spell. The Ice Stiletto. Very nice. The DLC for Ghost Runner isn't long, but it's 100% worth it. You should play it someday. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe we'll revisit Ghost Runner. Well, hello there. Or should I say hello here? Is that you I heard? Are you here? Are you standing in the corner gonna scare me again? Sheesh. I have no more room for clips. Sorry, guys. Wasn't able to clip all that. Let's pump up the jams. This is probably a what you call it? I don't know. You saying hello? Hello to me? Hello to me in here, or hello to me in the chat? You see, you got me all lost now. Love this. This feels a lot like a revolver on Destiny. The ADS work is nuts. In the chat, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm exhausted right now. Like, quite. It's like I'm surprised if I don't know if you can, but you should be able to like hear it in my voice. So funny. We do not have much longer. It's been an absolute pleasure. Tonight has checked a lot of boxes for me. Appreciate you guys, the likes, the follows, comments, the watching of the dead drops. Oh, there went that. Bro. I don't know how I got stuck like that. This guy's pissing me off. Level 3 encounter. It's like you can tell which of the tracks that we're using are good and which ones are not so good. This one happens to be a pretty good one. That might be our cue pretty soon. That was pointless. As far as the single player structure, I can't really get into that because that would give away a lot of what makes the IP so special. I promise. But single player would be fun. If you've learned, I'm sure you've learned enough about me to know that I have an interest in some really fun titles. So there will be elements of progression in character development and story development and stuff like that harken to different styles of play. Know that there won't only be one thing. It's challenging to stop that guy when you don't have something with as much knockback. Played a really fun game recently. It was called Solar Ash. Storytelling in that game was perfect, you say. Sounds pretty good. I'll have to check it out. You know, a game that I'm thinking about like playing through next month that I kind of want everyone's feedback on, and you know, regardless, it may happen either way. I don't know if you've ever played Metro, but that is a very awesome story-driven game that's a little bit more of like a hardcore shooter horror story that's based off of a best-selling novel. So if you haven't played that, I would highly recommend it. I think I'm gonna call it. I think it's time. I think we go to this portal and we call it. I'm gonna grab that on the way. I'm not even gonna worry about this area. We got no more elixirs. Nothing left to do other than, you know, explore. Wow, if you lose all your stamina, does it eat your full stamina? It doesn't. Oh wow, it takes a long time to get out of that rut. I would imagine there's an obelisk here, but I'm not sure. I've never seen a book there. Oh yeah, that's right. ADS, a lot more damage. That's really cool. cool. Look at the way that the laser stuff pops up. Very nice. Very clean. It's like a holographic look. GG's tonight. It was really nice revisiting Dead Drop. Like, you have no idea. Appreciate you watching that. I know we went through a lot. There's like 70 clips in that playlist. And then, you know, it rivals Fortnite in the amount of clips that I've gotten. In a way shorter time. It is a factory. The game's great. Bullets lodge in enemies or the environment and explode on reload. Oh yeah, that's right. Another fantastic night here on the stream. Guys, make sure you go back and, you know, if you took notes about who to follow. I know we mentioned Volky, we mentioned Lolo, we mentioned Joker, we mentioned ICU, we mentioned Zora Valley, we mentioned Darren Bacon, we mentioned Kubi, we mentioned Selly. Make sure you follow Selly. We mentioned, there's so many other people. MCAD, Decoded, gosh, Caramel Hydra, Peppermint. I know I didn't mention him, but you know, Peppermint's awesome too. Like, super awesome. Deserves an honorable mention even though he wasn't featured in the clips. Professor Pressure, we did not see him in the Dead Drop clips, but if you watched the clip from earlier today, you would have seen him. But yeah, guys, that's me. I'm tired. It's been a long day. We got 2 runs in tonight. I know it's not much, but it's a Friday. We got a bunch of new music in. I hope you enjoyed that because we're going to keep on rolling them in. Midnight, thanks for the feedback on those tunes because I consider you a pretty good judge. And I think we're going to keep quite a few of them. So if you guys got nothing for me, then cheers. It's like some lemonade mixed with some Gatorade mixed with some Belly Welly. Midnight GG's. Have a good night. Be on the lookout for some stuff this weekend and some communication from me. I appreciate your patience. You and the whole community with everything that's going on. I mean, like, I talk about my ambitions to do all this stuff, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like, it's a lot, but I love it. So you guys watching, you guys hanging out, you guys being here, engaging with the posts, like, I've seen nothing but growth. Like, I'm very blessed lately to say that, like, you guys have liked the posts, commented when you can, shared the posts. Obviously, it's crazy, and I truly appreciate it because without that, the Johnny Vice flywheel is not rolling, and the Johnny Vice flywheel has to roll. Yeah. I am by no means where I think that I'm not where we're going, but we're getting there. So thanks to everybody who's watched tonight. Make sure you catch tomorrow's clip. I forget what it is, but whatever you think about the clips, I'm always taking feedback on both the stream, the clips, the music, the content, whatever you think would accentuate where we're headed based on what you've seen. I'm always open. So Once again, thank you guys. Have a good night. We'll be chatting.
Don't worry. What's going on, y'all? Austin Champ, you know, big host vibes, the HyperX Arena.
And we are here with the crew, guys. The whole team. I found you. So stay tuned. This is what you missed. Oh my God. Get out of here. We took a left. We took a left. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, that was insane.
Oh my. Hey, listen. Watch what you're doing with that thing, okay?
Oh yes, that's how it goes. Oh my God! Come on.